we are gonna get started on our shrimp and bok choy side for the fish. So we're gonna get this cast iron pan on the grill. It's gonna get screaming hot. Beautiful side dish to this fish, maitake or hen of the wood mushrooms. I think a common thing that people make a mistake with mushrooms is they don't cook them long enough. So this whole process of shrimp and bok choy, it almost was my take on shrimp and grits. Mushroom sauce with shrimp and then fold in the bok choy right at the end. And it's a really simple recipe. So this is a garlic chili sambal. And this is gonna add a lot of zip to this because there's not a lot of spice going on right now. Shallots and garlic, which are a very typical pairing with mushrooms. We're gonna take a neutral oil, something we can get really hot. We're gonna start searing off our hen of the woods mushrooms. And this is gonna build the foundation for the rest of the bok choy and shrimp dish. It's almost like a mushroom gravy-ish side dish. We're gonna wait till these get a nice golden brown before we add our aromatics because we don't want them to burn. If you can't find these mushrooms, literally any mushroom that you'd like. White buttons work for this, shiitakes, portobellos. Go out on a limb, try and find something you haven't used before because a lot of these mushrooms all kind of cook in the same way. You sear them in oil, you deglaze the pan with like a liquid, and then flavor them. They're all gonna be great. Searing them hard and then cooking them in a sauce or liquid and a braise, like it's perfect for them. You don't want them to be like crispy and dry. They are sponges that will literally just take and soak up the flavor and the butter or the fat or the oil that you're cooking them in. Now that these are golden brown, we're gonna add some shallots and garlic and a nice amount. So this is like one large shallot and this is 1 to 2 cloves of garlic. Once you add these minced aromatics, you wanna stay on top of this because you don't want these to burn. This dish is really gonna start to go now. If you wanna get something really nice and brown, especially vegetables, I love cooking them first and then seasoning them afterwards because once you add salt to something like a zucchini or asparagus, it's gonna start leaching its water. So now that these mushrooms are going, you start to smell the garlic and the shallots coming out. We're gonna use a little chicken stock. We're gonna add a little bit of sambal, so chili sambal. I love this stuff. A little goes a long way. It's zippy. It's an instant way to pack some flavor into it. So use as little as much as you like, knowing that you can always finish this a little later. With a lot of these Asian ingredients, there is a built-in umami factor to this, right? It's been fermented, so it adds a almost all-day cooked quality to things. You add just a touch of sambal or a touch of soy, and it makes it feel like you've been cooking it all day. These beautiful white shrimp. I don't like searing shrimp really hard. I feel like it gets tough. So I like almost like this light poach of this shrimp inside these mushrooms. And I always finish my shrimp like this. It's like right at the end, we have bok choy that goes into this, but bok choy is one of those things that once it starts cooking, it's gonna continue. So I almost fold the bok choy into this dish right at the end when it's still right over the fire, but it's just warm. The bok choy, you want it lightly wilted with still a bite to it. The shrimp are gonna release some of its flavor into this broth and it's gonna almost build this shrimp and mushroom gravy. So the shrimp are going, they're almost done. We're gonna take our bok choy, wilt it lightly into our shrimp and mushrooms. Boom. So the bok choy here is roasted. You see the leaves of the bok choy that have just started to wilt down? The residual heat from this pan are gonna keep cooking everything in here. So I'm gonna pull this off to the side here.